back to Vegas Live with Ninon. I'm Ninon, your host, and you know where we are. We're at Quirky Minds Media Studio in Las Vegas. They've lent us their studio, which is absolutely amazing, and I thank James Kelly very much for, being there for us and keeping Vegas Live with Ninon going, which is wonderful. I have Hola with me, and Hola actually is from Hawaii. She doesn't know I know quite a lot about Hawaii, which I do, because I used to own some property there. And we also have Angela. Angela, how are you?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing wonderful. It's good to have you on, and good you to bring this young lady.
Yes.
Now, this young lady is actually in the liquor business, which liquor we mean drinking. And let me tell you something. In Hawaii, some of them like to drink.
A little bit.
A little bit, like, because they got the beach there, they got everything there, and it doesn't matter what happens, right?
I know,
There's no streets to cross, nothing to do, just get drunk.
Yes.
Right? Angela, have you been to Hawaii?
Yes, I love it. I took my sister there for a birthday.
Oh.
All right. So it was like, I went to the airlines I work for the airline, just so I could fly around the world. I took my sister. So we're going to Hawaii for your birthday.
Now, you're from Hawaii. You're originally from Hawaii. What part of Hawaii?
In Honolulu, Hawaii. Born and raised there.
Born and raised there.
But
is that Diamond Head and all around there?
Yep, not too far away from
Nellie
there.
bought a house in Diamond Head.
Love it there.
And used to stay at the hotel called the Kahala Hilton.
Yep,
It was the most beautiful hotel. Oh, yes, I know Hawaii
That's
very
beautiful.
well. Oh, yes, it's absolutely beautiful. But now you're in the wine business. The liquor business.
That's
the
correct.
wine.
Yep.
So give me, and you said something about she's the first woman or the only woman, or what is going on?
Oh, well, the wine and spirits industry, since Prohibition days has always been dominated it's a male
The
industry.
Kennedys.
Absolutely.
About the Kennedys, I think.
It's always been dominated. It's a male industry. And so in 2013, I decided to throw in my hat.
She's going to bash that door down.
Yeah, I decided to throw in my hat. And I didn't want to just develop a brand. I wanted to be a producer of the actual product. I wanted to formulate our own. And so we basically learned from scratch.
We asked who's the woman?
My husband and myself, and we have a team.
Okay,
We have a team.
fabulous. Okay.
Yep. And so we launched our first products in 2015. And we were a small company. We're still considered a very small company, but this is our
I
first
don't
time.
think it's going to stay small for too long with this one behind it. Don't think that's going to happen.
No, that's we've managed to industrialize. So we went from a small business model to now fully industrialized our
So you
entire
have
operation.
your own factory, your own
sup-
winery.
Supply
Do
chain.
you have wine, and do you also have liquor?
So we produce a whiskey. I'm a woman-owned
woman-owned whiskey
in California since Prohibition. It's myself and 3 other women that we own a brand called Legado Whiskey.
Fabulous!
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. We didn't know that until Fox 40 came and told us that we were the first women to develop a whiskey.
Develop a whiskey. What's the name of the whiskey?
It's called Legado, with legacy in Spanish. so-
Legato.
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 What's your legacy? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
And then we produce a sparkling wine out of Lodi, California. And that sparkling wine is called Status. What's your status?
What's your status? So
Yes.
Status wines.
Yes.
I thought she was going to say one of the wines, or maybe there is though, called the Jets, because you you should have a wine called the Jets. I was waiting for her to say that, because you're a cousin of the Jets.
That's correct. They're my family.
They're your family as
Yeah,
well. So
yeah,
you've
we're very
got quite
close.
a career and quite a thing going. Angela, how did you find this woman? What is the connection here?
It's so
Divine.
awesome. Divine.
It's divine. Okay, divine meeting.
Yes, because our father said we're going to plant wines. I love grapes, like in Texas, we have all these wine trees.
Yeah.
And so I was introduced to her. I was like, wow, it was just divine appointment.
Just divine appointment. You were meant to meet.
Yes, we was just meant
Are
to meet.
you a wine drinker or a whiskey drinker?
I know wine. I believe in grapes. He created it for grapes to make the best wine. So I'm a wine drinker.
Yeah.
And I believe the first miracle he did was wine.
Yes.
Turn water to wine. So
Turn water into wine. I agree with him 100%.
and so
And you certainly agree with that.
yes.
Absolutely.
How hard was it to establish yourself as kind of the first woman for centuries?
It's grueling. It's a very grueling industry, very grueling, especially, there's well-established brands that have been around for decades.
But there's always that all over the world. There's established, everything's all over the world. Some fall down and others come up. Right. That's what the world is.
Yeah, but you know what?
For women, it's a little different.
I wasn't going to say it, but you did.
I'm going to say it.
It's the truth. It is the truth. Breaking barriers in an industry like that is still, even though it's 2021, we are still breaking barriers.
I actually feel that women make their own barriers by making such a thing about it.
I agree. Totally. 100% agree.
A woman should ever
The barrier is only as big as you make it. That's why I kept going.
Keep going. Because you make your own barriers. Because I'm a woman, I can't do that. Because you're a woman, you can do it. Believe me. It's actually
even more
opposite.
reason why you can.
It's the opposite, actually.
It is.
And I'm not going to disagree with women out there that, I can't do it because it's a man's world. It's a man's world, yes, but also it's a woman's world.
I'm here to show women.
It's both.
I'm here to show women, wake up. This is your world too, but you just have to go grab it.
Yes, you have to work it. I mean, I didn't get hair from nothing. I left home when I was 16 with $5. Come on, give me a break.
$5. That's her story.
That's my story, and that's what I did. That's
awesome.
how I did it.
That's
did anybody? I've never had a mentor. I never had anybody help me. Never. I've had to do it all myself. But I love the challenge. I love being a woman.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Do you like being a woman?
Absolutely, and I feel like it's probably the most empowering thing. And what you said, I think, I'll be honest with you, I'm all for women empowerment, but I felt like we were empowered before the term ever had all of this attention
just
to
have
it.
to realize that women
we shouldn't have to recognize it in that term. It was always that way.
We've
it was
always
always
been
that
powerful.
way. And the industries where it's like male dominated, it's male dominated not because they blocked us out. It's because we didn't realize to go seize it.
That's right.
Yeah, or we didn't realize how to seize it.
Correct. And I'm here to show people that you can do anything.
And
in any
men or
industry.
women. I
Men or
know
women.
a lot of men that haven't succeeded.
That's
a lot
right.
of men. But you think about a man's role. He gets up in the morning. He's got to pay the mortgage. He's got to take care of his kids. And he's got to take care of his wife and the cars and all the bills. Okay. That's how a man is brought up. That's what a man's supposed to do. Woman, this is the old days, did the home. But it didn't make us any different to what they did. They had their job, we had our job. It's just women feel only because they don't know.
I feel like it's just their own perception.
It is.
You have to discover, and that's what Nina's saying. That's why I love her. I mean, she opened the doors to entertainers to let us know everybody's not going to make it, but it's up to you. You say, like she said, you have to be owned, baby. I'm sorry.
But you got to be yourself. Own yourself. Go out there.
Yes.
Don't wake up late. Don't get on set late. Have everything there. Train your voice every single day if you're a singer. They don't do that.
Yes.
They're out till 3 or 4 in the morning, and then they don't even turn up for their show. What are you doing here? That's what happens.
Yeah.
But those are the ones that don't make it, and those are men and women.
Men and women, we all have the same 24 hours in a day.
That's
and what
it.
we do with those 24 hours is totally up to you. Yeah. I had the same amount of hours as you had.
Yes.
And you came here with $5.
Yeah.
I had maybe the same or maybe more, but what I chose to do with those hours in a day determined whether I'm going to continue, excel, or regress and
But you
stay
don't feel
stagnant.
better than any other woman, do you?
No, I don't feel like I'm better than. I'm just as worthy as anyone else.
Out there.
Worthy.
But what you have done is you've used your intelligence, and if what you didn't know you went out and learned, men do the same thing.
Yeah,
They do exactly the same
All
thing.
the information is out there.
It's out there for you, especially this day and age.
If you're looking for it, you will find
I
it.
mean, if you're at home with your kids, you still got the computer there. You're not going to
Your
be
phone.
Yes, your phone, your computer, your everything.
Exactly.
Okay, so now where is your factory? It's in Hawaii.
So we have several. We have
I
an East
like that.
Coast operation. We have a West Coast operation. We are setting up operations here in Vegas. So I'm really thrilled. I'm really excited. We're going to run our first production in the next few weeks here in Vegas.
Awesome.
So we have.
I'll have you back on the show for that when you open up.
Yeah, you're gonna love it.
We'll love
Maybe
that.
you can bring your camera in. You could be there
We'll
while
say,
we run production.
Absolutely.
Since we're local. In addition to that, we are searching for our first retail space.
And where do you want it? So we can tell.
We're
people
looking
right
at Lake Las Vegas.
That's awfully far out, by the way.
We're looking for a target audience, specifically who are really fond of the bubbly wine.
That is true.
So we're looking for
I'm not
something
going
like
to correct.
boutique.
I think Summerlin's good. I think Anthem is good. Those high-end places. I think you need to go to a high-end area. But I don't know. Lake Las Vegas, the problem is you have to drive out so far, and then you've got to drive back again sober.
So I'm targeting. I'm targeting.
told her.
So in my strategy, just to kind of.
So they now understand.
Yep, I'm targeting the community that's already in Lake Las Vegas. All of the residents, the retirees. There's 2 hotels there, which is the Winston and the Hilton. And so we wanted to try to do like a test market there where it's a little bit smaller.
Yes.
So that
That's a
it's
good
for the
idea.
people who are going to drive home in their golf cart or maybe get picked up in their golf cart.
Don't be like that. I like her style.
and then kind of do some market research in some of the larger
But you know,
territories.
also, Lake Las Vegas is very much like Hawaii, though.
That's kind of
That's
like
why
I
she
kinda
like it.
right on the
babe.
lake, you know.
It's kind of little bit, it's a little bit sort of, it's got the
Yeah.
palm trees. It's
You
got
can
a,
open
the
up-
golf course. It's got all this kind of, it's very much like a little bit of Hawaii.
Yeah, you could grab a bucket of
What was
bubbly
that
wine.
casino, driving out from Honolulu, driving all the way out to that hotel, right on the corner. There was supposed to be a casino.
It never came to
And
fruition.
and
I can't even remember it.
Harrah's or something like that.
I think it was supposed to be Harris or
Harrah's.
Hard Rock Cafe or something.
Harrah's, and they were going to have a casino there, but they didn't get enough votes to have a casino there.
didn't.
Yeah.
But that's just like Las Vegas.
Sort of,
I
yeah.
really kind of like
I
it.
kinda like
I
it.
like it. So your hopes, you've got big.
We're looking at that currently. We're doing
Yes.
the market research right now, but we are looking to open our first retail space. We're targeting that before the end of spring, definitely before summer.
All right, so Lake Las Vegas, tune in.
Tune in, more to come, more to come.
More to come on that one.
But we
We'll see
have
what
a
happens.
local. We want also for the tourists.
Well, yeah,
we
you
looking
have
for
a
that
local,
spot.
Yeah, a
Yes,
local
so
place in one of the hotels.
Yes.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I think that's 'cause
One of
most
the
people stand,
hotels, why they stand for the celebrity. Like we got to go see our show with Valentino. Valentino is awesome. Me, Nina, and we got to see our girl. What's her name?
Well, who?
Oh, there's only
talking
one.
What?
Titanic.
Oh,
You remember
Celine.
Celine Dion. Oh, well,
So we have to find one of the hotels for the guests.
yes, yeah. So, any of them, is good, but I think it's amazing.
Status is not a foreign to the celebrity and all the red carpets. My strategy for the last 5 years has always been on red carpets. We were the only sparkling wine served at the Emmys right behind the curtain as they won their awards. And so the goal is to create where no matter what you're doing, that you can have any status you want. You can have VIP status, you can have royal status. If you're in your pajamas working on your laptop, you still have status.
You still have status of champagne with that
Yeah,
bottle of
you don't
champagne
have
next
to be.
you.
Yeah, you don't have to have be on a red carpet. You don't have to have you have yourself all
So
put
you're
together.
covering all areas.
Yeah, whatever
So
your
you're all
status is, that's
genders,
why I say,
whatever
what's your status?
What's your status?
You tell me.
And no status is better than the next.
No.
They all have their own arena, their own culture, their own way. And that's how it should be, because that's what the world is. What did I say in my last interview? You come in with one breath and you leave with one breath. That's what you do in
Amen.
between. Isn't it amazing? How can anybody reach you?
You can follow me on Instagram at Hola Mocha, HOLAMOKA, or Status Sparkling Wine.
I love how she says the hola. I said hola. So I'm going to say hola. I like that better.
God bless you all.
Angela, anything you'd like to say to anybody else?
Oh, I would just like to say, just like with the last guest, as a producer and just marketing different people, your gift is what God gave us. Discover it, create it. I mean, like that's what we're about. Discover your gifts.
Hola did the same thing. I mean, she discovered her gift and she said, well, what difference does it make if a man and a woman? Doesn't make any difference. Still do what I want to do.
Yep.
Yes.
It is true.
But the identity is worthy. You have to feel like you are worth everything, and that's
We're
why.
all worthy.
All
Every one
worthy.
of you that think you are not worthy out there, you are worthy. You're just as human being as anybody else out there. So just remember that. You're worth just as much. Whoever has succeeded and whoever hasn't succeeded, you're all worth the same thing. It's what you do with your time. Hola said it right. If you're a woman, you don't have to think, can I do this? Do it.
do it.
Do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Absolutely. Thank you both for coming on.
Thank you.
Absolutely
It was an
amazing
honor.
guests. All these guests are absolutely amazing. They've all got wonderful stories and different outlooks on life and where to go and what to do, because you don't have to be stuck in a hole. Try something else. Try something different. Go out there and do it. Your life is your life. That's all you have. Take care. I'll be right back. Vegas Live with Ninon. If you enjoyed the last show we just did and all the other shows, don't forget to subscribe. Vegas Live with Ninon on YouTube. We've got plenty more coming up and our guests are amazing. So don't forget to subscribe. We'll be right back. Vegas Live with Ninon.